Aries. How you guys doing? Welcome, welcome. My name is Patty. If you're watching this recorded and you are new, I do intuitive tarot and I mix my tarot with astrology and numerology. I pull the intuitive part basically from the divine, anything from second dimensional that decides that wants to come through. Yes, divine is an energy, but I do call him he. So please, no politically correct stuff. All right. I'm a boomer. Give me a break. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this. For those of you that are returning, thank you so much for coming back. Thank you for sharing, those who share your videos or the videos with your friends. And for those who've subscribed, I equally thank you very much. It still blows my mind still that the channel is growing. I love it. And I hope this helps and guides you and helps you through your struggles and your challenges in life and answer some questions for you. So for the first card, we're actually doing the 12th through the 18th, guys. And there is, I have to correct myself because I've been saying the full moon is on the 12th. In all reality, the full moon, or excuse me, the new moon is not on the 12th. It's on the 11th. It's at 10:30 at night. So I'm saying the 12th because I was going to do the reading on the 12th, but it is the 11th. The new moon is on the 11th with Aries. I can't speak today. I can't. I've been doing so much already this morning. So let's get started. So the first card out for the new, this is Divine's card, the first oracle. Second oracle is the current energies. Third oracle is future energies. These future energies, though, are going to be for the next couple of months. Usually I say the weekend, probably the next week. Nuh-uh. Divine says next couple of months. So if you take notes, like some people do, you want to make sure that you log these future energies for the next couple of months. This is something that you really need to focus on your future. However, Divine is all about now. All right. Divine is about now. Yeah. Again, in the middle. And it's about focusing on what's going on around you now, what's going on with you right now. And this will definitely help in your future and your growth. All right. So I've got two cards out already, and I'm trying to see what the Divine is trying to share with this first card, because yeah, he is always a mystery. So, first card out. Oh, wow. So, I got other cards in here. Could you please give me some other cards? Oh, my goodness. Okay, so the first card out. Whew, I'm having one of those days, you know. The Divine is calling this the mystery. It's interesting because this card is the number 7. Number 7 is about your potential ambition. It's about following your direction to your calling or your purpose. However, if you look at the picture, you got a nice straight path there, and then you got an arrow pointing the wrong way. So is that the wrong way or is that the right way? But we also say that that's a mystery. However, the reason why I was joking with you that the Divine is a mystery, because the Divine, you never know which way you're going to go until you're going the wrong way. How about that? You'll actually be going your way and you think, oh, this is the way that I need to be going because your head told you to go that way. And the Divine's like, I never said to go that way. And he will make it really hard for you, or he'll bring you back to square one and say, you ready to go the right way now? That is the path that he puts you on as far as your journey and your purpose and your calling. Other than that, you're going the wrong way. Current energy out. Whew, my gosh. The Raven has shown up so many times as the current energy. It's really, really sort of comical to me, because to you guys, if you're not following it, you won't see it. But if you're living in the seventh dimension, that's way out there. Don't even have a clue what that dimension is. But it's funny because it is the Raven. Now the Raven, they talk about magic. Don't believe in magic. I believe in illusions. Coincidence. I don't believe in coincidences. I believe there's a reason for everything in our life, and there's a reason, and there is a sequence to that destiny. Destiny is the path to get you to your purpose. Destiny is not the end result. Destiny is this synchronistic events. Yeah, so that's our current energy. Future energy is the Grail Knight. These all go inside because the Grail Knight's about romance, illusion, and seeking sacred. So the Raven is the number 10, which is something ending and then something beginning. And then the 6 for the Grail, which is about your harmony and your improvement. So we've got divine all over the place here, because the divine definitely puts our things, our people and things that happen to us or do to us or all that kind of stuff in place for you to be able to move forward to the next level where he wants you to move. And that level is like steps. You're going up and up and up. I'm not talking about religion where you have to do all these things to get, no, get away from me. Anyway, that's what that is. But the thing is that you're seeking sacred. Sacred being the spirit, being Holy Spirit, being the sacred one, being divine, being God, being Allah, being Yahweh, being whatever you call your sacred one. However, there's only one. Anyway, that's the way that is. So the mystery is the key card that we want to refocus on. And look at this. High Priestess. All about divine, all about divinity, all about deity. Divinity sounds good. That's a candy we have here in the United States. I'm sure it comes from other countries too, but that's where, I don't even know where the origin of divinity comes from. Very white, fluffy candy. Ooh, really good. Melts in your mouth. Anyway, let's get going. So the mystery is, where are you headed? Which way are you headed? Do you even know where you're headed? That's the key thing to figure out this week. Where's your foundation? Where's your grounding, he's asking. Is it in the world, or is it in, funny, he's like, is it in me? It's like, okay, fine. Yeah. So I had a session this morning, and we did talk about that, where your thinking is coming from, whether it's worldly. Hey, Sarah, welcome, welcome. I hope your thing went well last night. Are we thinking from the world, or are we thinking from divine universe and energy? A lot of people think that they're thinking from divine and universe when they're actually not. They're very worldly. All I have to ask is a few questions, and then I can figure out if you're worldly or if you're spiritual. So it's a really hard thing when you don't know what you're living by. But somebody here in the first card out is living by their past, living by their woe is me, living by their path is being interrupted completely by actually your thought process of being stuck where you are in the past. Again, this creative energy, the Fool, is the second card. That is about creativity, something new, something fresh, something pure, but it's not going to happen if you cannot get rid of the past. Again, we have the number 10, got to end something, synchronicity. We've got destiny. Destiny is our path. Again, somebody's missing the boat. You guys missing the boat, or you fell off the cruise ship and the cruise ship's going and you're left behind. I've always had that fear. If I went on a cruise ship and I fell out overboard, would they come back to get me? Honestly, no, they won't. All right. So, I mean, somebody can report you missing, but the ship is going how many miles an hour? And the ocean is big. All right. Okay. Well, you know what? It's not in your timing. It's in divine's, honey. It's not in your timing. It's not quite yet. It's in divine. So just keep doing what you're supposed to be doing. That's all you can do. And it will come. It will come. All right. So let's see where else we're going with this. So again, this is about, number 6 is on the Grail night, is about your future. So what are you guys doing for your future? Where are you really looking? Okay. Where are you really looking? We have the Ace of Swords. I'm going to have to look at these for a second. We have, I just was talking about this morning, the 6 of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. So, okay, thank you. So the divine was saying this attitude, this change, or this stuckness. A lot of fear here. A lot of fear. Like somebody, like Sarah, like you said, somebody's freezing. Somebody is not doing something because they're not looking at the absolute truth. But this is something for, we'll find out if this is relationship, but I really don't think so. Because when you have these three cards together, you've got truth, you've got give and take and balance. So something went off the chart in balance. And then we also have the Knight coming towards that. So somebody's having trouble in really understanding this give and take. Because every time they give, somebody takes. So they're sort of frozen in time in a sense, and they can't seem to break that. That's again the planets. This rut is the planets. You know how people say, oh, it's just coincidental? It's not. This is not coincidental. This is something that is happening in your destiny for a reason. Like I was doing a coaching session this morning. This is happening for a reason. And the more you hear something over and over again, if you have the ability of audio, or if you have the ability of great intuition, if something is telling you something over and over and over, and it's getting louder each time, that is divine saying, hey, wake up. You know what? Do I have to scream in your ear to get your attention? We need to do that to ourselves sometimes. It's like we need to stop for a second and say, why are we being frozen? Why are we being stuck in the mud? Why are we in this rut of picking the wrong persons all the time? Why are we doing that? Okay? This is something that we have to work through. It's not a mystery. Thank you. So the divine is saying it is not a mystery if you get your grounding and your foundation right, because you will see clarity. You will see clearly what it is. Now there's something coming towards you quickly, or you're going to be going towards somebody else quickly. There has to be a give and take there, and it has to be more balanced than not. If it is not, for this person here, this is why it hasn't been. I think somebody gave a lot of themselves, more than they should have, to somebody that didn't even deserve it. Somebody gave themselves, and the other person took, because that person manipulated to get what they wanted and then left. They left carefree. They left, oh, well, I hurt somebody. It doesn't matter because I'm selfish and I'm arrogant, and that's who I am. So now trust becomes an issue. So you're going to be tested on this trust here shortly, because we have the Knight of Swords. I'm going to tell you, though, that person, if that person did that to you, or if anybody ever did that to you, you have to heal from it, let it go, because that next person is not that person. Oh my gosh, really? 6 of Pentacles again. So this is a process for somebody. Could be you, it could be somebody come to you, that you need to learn when to not give so much. There's signs, there's red flags, there's all that kind of stuff, but some of us just don't want to pay attention to it. All right? And so you just really have to face when to say no. Yeah, it's a learning process. So you got to acknowledge that this is something that I do need to learn. This is something, or somebody coming at you, they need to learn that not every single person in the future is going to be that way. And you're the one holding them back, and yourself back, if you do not understand this process of letting go, rather than carrying that ball and chain. Oop, I lost trust in this person, so I'm not going to trust the next person. Oh, I lost trust in that person. Oh, wow. Does everybody lie? Everybody lies. Every single person on this flippin' earth lies. Whether they lie and accept it and do it, whether they lie. You want to do a birthday party, but you don't want to tell your spouse, and your spouse is like, you know, are we going to do anything for my birthday? No. but you got a party planned. It could be simple and easy, but every single human person does it. But do you hold them accountable for the rest of your life? Because they already forgot the lie that they told you. They don't even care because they've moved on. But you're holding yourself accountable for that for the rest of your life. Why? Why? Yeah. Do not live in the negative world. Live in the positive world. This is where it becomes unstable. This is where it really becomes unstable because you're not learning the lesson. Somebody is not learning the lesson. All right. And that is where you sit there and you become this person here. You just go back to being that person. And woe is me, and nobody likes me, and then you start gossiping, and then you start telling people how bad that person was, and in all reality, maybe they aren't that way to everybody. Because some people are just with the wrong people, or met the wrong people. Co-workers could be a wrong co-worker. I don't hang around anybody that lies to me at work. You lie to me once, I got you figured out, don't come around me because I don't need to hear your crap. So you got to turn around and focus in on those two cups that are standing positive. Which way am I going to go? Which way am I going to take this? How am I going to buckle up, pull my panties up and sit there and be a good girl and move forward positive? How am I going to do that? That takes actually a lot of strength and future looking for divine. I need the strength, divine. Give it to me. I need your help. Give it to me. You got to ask. You got to ask. Like that English? You got to. Sorry, I'm just reading some of the chats here for a second. Thanks, Sarah. I love reading your stuff. Yeah. Well, and sometimes you got to be careful being a giver too much. Because you know what? You can give and give and give until you're. It's like energy vampires, okay? Energy vampires, they will take and take and take and take your energy and leave you with nothing, and they don't care. They don't care. Although, if I am not a strong empath, or if I am not a strong person that can put a bubble around me, then that person can come and try to energy vamp me as much as they want, and that they're bouncing right back at them, and then they become really, really tired. That's fun to do. That's why you got to be careful who you hug. Because that energy vampire will hug you. They're in your aura and suck you dry in an instant. Got to be careful of that. All right. So this is the thing. You got to be real careful who you share. And as I was sharing this with the person this morning, you've got worldly people. You've got spiritual people. And you cannot give spiritual information to somebody who's worldly because they won't get it. They won't get it. And the thing is, a worldly person can give that information to a spiritual person, and I might just laugh at it because I can see more than what the worldly person can see. So that's what you really have to be careful about in giving. So that's why it's important to interview who you're going to date. Because when you interview that person, you're like, oh, like a real job interview? Yes, if you're going to date somebody and you're potentially going to be with them for the rest of your life, oh, heck, I'm going to ask every question and everything I need to know. I want to know everything my heart needs to be okay and stable with it. And then what I don't ask, then the divine will show me, literally. And that's why I guess I'm single. But that's okay. That is okay. Because I know that if I were to be with somebody that the divine didn't allow, it would be miserable and it wouldn't last. So I am fine. Yeah. Yeah. So definitely. Okay. So yeah, we definitely do that. So again, this is about truth. This is about opening up to the right people. Give to the right people. And you will learn as you grow into yourself more if you're looking in your path and asking the divine. The thing is, like I was teaching this morning, you have to ask. And you have to ask depending on who you are asking. If you're asking an ancestor, that's different, or a spirit, it's different. But when you're asking divine, you ask a regular sentence. You know, I really need you. And this morning, I did that with him this morning. I said, I need you to confirm with me if this is the right thing or person or whatever I was talking about. I need to have confirmation. I need you to show me. And it's okay to give divine a time limit. It really is. You can't say, well, I need you to show me right now. You can't do that. You just say, this is what I would like to know within this time limit, so I know you're really speaking to me, or it's my head. So that's okay to get that wisdom from divine, because that's absolute truth. So the Emperor, and then you also have the King of Swords, again, about truth. Where are you getting your truth from? Are you getting it from the divine, or are you listening to people around you? Because it doesn't work that way. That's not real truth. That's worldly truth. Why would you want worldly truth? It's not truth. It's like the compass, north and true north. North is off a little bit by even a hair, you're going to miss your mark. If it's absolute true north, you're going to hit your mark every time. Why do you think mathematics have everything down to a point, to a T? I mean, it's sort of like space is amazing. You think about the shuttle up there, you think about the space station up there, and it's where it is. How do they hit it every single time? Mathematics. Numerology. The Magician. This is the Magician. Okay. The Magician, it's interesting, this one, he doesn't even have him holding the wand. The wand is about communication. It's like the connection between the two, of spirit and human, definitely. Yes, Five of Swords again. So definitely about truth here. Somebody is going to learn this lesson over and over and over again. I see a cycle happening. I see a pattern happening. Because you're stuck in your ways. You're stubborn. Somebody is stuck. And the reason why is you don't want to go and ask for help. The wisdom is right in front of you, you know, ready to ask for it, or even notice it, or it might be inside you already, which it is. Everything is inside of us anyway. But it's just like you're too stubborn to see it. It's like slapping you in the face and you can't see it. Well, the divine does that all the time. It's like, hey, I'm telling you, I'm here. I'm here. You can't see me, but I'm here because I'm energy. Can't you feel me? I can feel you. That's energy. That's why if you can feel energies and auras, or even see auras, you will understand the energy. All right. So somebody has to really work on not being so stubborn this week. You know how you do that? You know, I was most stubborn person ever. I was really stubborn. My daughter even says now, you're stubborn, but not as bad as you used to be. Because it's a process. It takes time. And you have to want to change yourself. There was a comic. I think I posted that on my Get Balance Facebook. There was a comic somebody put in Facebook this week that there is a caterpillar sitting in one chair and a butterfly sitting in another chair, and they're having coffee or something like that. And the caterpillar had a little thing and it says, "Oh, you've changed." And the butterfly is like, "Yeah, we're supposed to." I love that. We are supposed to change. We are supposed to grow. We're not supposed to be stuck. We're not supposed to be in the same process. So I don't know what it is for somebody here, but this week is a learning lesson. Something really needs to be woke up. You have to acknowledge something needs to be woke up, because it's off balance. Even with the planets, we're off balance here. And the balance being is your desires versus your integrity and your values. It's like you are so fearful to stand up for yourself that you are afraid that if you stand up for what you believe in and your integrity and your morals, that these people will go away. Maybe they should. Maybe they should. But it's also, I have to say thank you. So divine is correcting me, and I thank you for that. So the divine is also saying this person is so afraid that if they do come forward and break through this and learn this lesson, that is so much courage and strength to do that. And I will say, yes, thank you for, because I know I'm on the right path. I got goosebumps everywhere. But the thing is that it is extremely terrifying. It is extremely, it takes a lot of courage. It's like when you're young, you know, you like a boy or you like a girl and you're like, I really want to ask them out, or I want to know if they like me, whatever. And you're so fearful to go ask them, you are just afraid. And the thing is, if you would go ask them, and even if the answer wasn't the same of what you wanted, that's why I tell everybody, be careful when you ask a question on here, because I will answer it, but divine comes through if it's not something that you want, you know, but it still gives you the freedom and to move forward in a direction that you need to be moving, and then it's no longer a mystery. It's freeing. And each time you do that, you ask a question, it's freeing. And you know what? Then you don't waste your time. You realize that your time is precious and you need to keep forward moving, learning, and learning other things. All right. Woo, didn't realize it was this late. Okay, so let me see if there's anything else. Okay. Six of Wands and the World in reverse. Okay, so the Six of Wands is basically pretty much fighting with yourself. And that's about integrity, again, versus desire. This is something standing up for yourself. And the World in reverse just means, but if you're doing that, if you're constantly fighting things, if you're constantly fighting yourself, if you're constantly fighting the world, aren't you tired? That takes a ton of energy. Fighting off energy vampires is tiring. I'll tell you, I got around one energy vampire. He, very special guy. He actually has no kidneys. He had cancer, he lost his kidneys. One time he was ill. We met for a lunch, and I didn't realize, he didn't tell me he was not feeling well that day. I wished he would have called and canceled because he wasn't feeling well. But the thing was that I didn't block my circle like I normally do, because I thought it was all okay. Within an hour, I was drained, and that drained me for 2 days because I let him. And then by the time we were done with lunch, I thought, oh, he's feeling better. I didn't even pay attention to myself that day because I was so in the conversation and, you know, making sure that who he was and how he was and all that kind of stuff, that I did not block my energies. It took me 2 full days to get my energy back. And that is draining. So if you're doing this and you're doing this for months, weeks, months, years, it's draining. It's time to put that to end. Time to put that to end. So all I'm going to say is, at the end, your mystery, your path is, that's up to you. It doesn't have to be a mystery, because you got to do your homework. The events are there. The synchronistic events are there. The destiny is there. You've got to pay attention if you want to know where you're going and what you're doing. It's there in front of you if some of you are not paying attention. But you can do it. And this is why I do coaching. This is why I do the videos, because you can learn to see the signs and pay attention. But if you don't put Sacred One first and foremost, you'll never see it. It'll be just a worldly way of this way. Oh, which way do I go? Round and round. Oop, there's a big storm. But if you're living in spirit, it's like, oh, very different, night and day. Reason why I know? Been there, done that. So, all right. So you guys, this has been your reading. Last announcement is I did post a thumbnail for the new moon. I apologize. I thought it was the 12th. It is sort of the 12th. It's the end of the night on the 11th. However, it is on the 11th. It's the new moon in Aries, and I will be doing a live. So if you haven't subscribed, hit the bell, and you'll know when that is on. I think it's at 1 o'clock. But I just posted that this morning. So I will see you for the new moon reading. Now, for those of you that are brand new that are watching this, I do astrology first and the meaning of the planets and how they're playing into pretty much all the energies. This will be through probably April. And then I will go into a reading, because some people are like, well, I came in and I thought it was just a reading. No, I do astrology, numerology, and divine. So I do both. And if the divine comes in with energies, he comes in and that shares. However, the planets and the moon and him are the same. Pretty much. Okay, because he created them. Or whatever you want to believe in. This is what I believe. All right. All right. Sarah. And if there's any questions, you can ask them now too if you want. That's fine. And if you ever come in and it is alive, yeah, it is exhausting. Yeah. Yeah. So you got to really put that bubble around you, you know. Yeah. So you got to learn to put your bubble around you so he doesn't do that to you, because you're allowing him to do that now. You're allowing him to do that. And that's the thing, is you've got to create that bubble around you and say, you know what you do is what you do. What I do is what I do. And you're not going to affect me anymore, because this is who I am. And this is how I am going to protect myself. Because it is a protection. When you put a bubble around you to bounce these energies off of you, you can either allow them in or you can bounce them off. So that's a really, really huge tool that you need to make sure that you continue to grow, because you will learn that you will not let certain people in your life anymore. And you'll be able to see the red flags that they shouldn't even, after saying hello, probably should have taken off. So that's just a thing that is a learning tool that it will come. It will come. Now remember, anytime you ask divine a question, though, that's in his timing. If you do not hear anything from divine when you ask a question, that means sit and wait. Do not do that to yourself. It's like, oh, this is the wrong thing. And my daughter, it is that in this, and she goes, yeah, I'm so angry at him. I said, why are you angry at him? Well, it didn't happen. Didn't happen yet. It doesn't mean that if divine doesn't answer you, that he's saying, well, he could be saying no, but he also could be saying, wait, it's not time. You're not ready. So when you ask divine questions, and he usually, if it's meant to be, he'll give you an answer right away, or he'll show you a sign right away, or whatever happens. But, you can threaten him if you know what you can threaten him with, his word, because what his word is consistent. And if he promises you that if you ask, you shall receive, but it doesn't mean you're going to receive what you asked for. You're going to receive what you need. So if you do not hear an answer from divine right away, he's either saying not yet, it's not right now, it's in my timing, or it's no. You got to know which one it is. But you will know. Or you'll hear just a plain out no. Ain't gonna happen. And the reason why you'll know is because you'll start to do something and something will block it. It's like if you want to buy this car, and it's like, oh yeah, I want to buy this car, and you think, oh, divine said yes, and actually he said no, I didn't tell you that. So he will say, okay, it's going to be hard to get the financing. Oh, there's going to be a hardship in putting a down payment. There's going to be a hardship. He will definitely no. Are you paying attention to the signals, though? That's the key. All right, guys. See you on the new moon on the 11th at 1 o'clock, or I will see you on the 18th. And I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful week. You got a lot of homework here to do from divine. And let me tell you, this is all his reading today. Woo! So I hope you guys have a great week, and we'll see you on the, what is it, 18th? No. I forgot. We will see you on the 11th. Talk to you soon. Bye.